room. Yes, you're in the new Providence, where niggas get to snapping like they got no common sense. When we approach with confidence, revoking confidence. His offense slip enough to throw the hardest to the fence. The raw is what he is, you can't stop it like jail runs. And ain't no topping him, he's opposite of well done. Rare without care, put clocks on the line. Comfortable with my flow, it's like I got Crocs on my rhymes. No, rocket science, fuck the
Yo, welcome back. It's FO, baby. We 50% fuzz, 50% fantasy football, yet 100% facts. FO, we back in the building. I'm VO the Face. I'm here with these gentlemen for the Pick Six segment. And introducing first, we got my boy Silly C with the numbers.
It's your boy.
It's
Yeah,
Got him.
boy, get him, man. And we also got Jay Reeves, the gambler.
FO, baby, kicking down your goddamn door.
FO, man. Y'all know how we do it. We about to get this one popping. And just like we do, we got 6 games picked out of this week's schedule. And we're going to dive into them a little bit deeper. And I'm going to stop talking now so we can start talking football. Jay Reeves, what's the first game on the Pick Six?
We got a real interesting one here. We got the Washington football team going down to Carolina. It's a lot of storyline in this game. Ron Rivera going back to the team that he formerly coached, then bringing back Cam Newton to Carolina Panthers. I currently got this game sitting at +3 for the Washington football team and +138 on the money line if you're feeling feisty. Me personally, I'm not feeling that feisty. I do think this will be a rock fight, and I think the Washington FT can keep it in between 3 points. I'm taking Washington FT +3.
Yeah, man. In this game particularly, I gotta kind of like think about it. Like normally, you think of Washington last year at least in their defense, and it has not been that defense. They also lost Chase Young for the rest of the year, so they're gonna just be questioning who's gonna make those athletic type plays. I've seen them in person; they're not that impressive, and I'm actually going to go with the Carolina Panthers and the rejuvenation of Cam Newton coming back down there. I'm going to take them even giving up the points in this game. Silly C, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. With Chase and half of the team and injuries coming back, I have to agree with you.
Definitely, man. I just wonder, Cody, what running back do you think is going to have a better day that day? Obviously, Christian's a different animal, but do you think Gibson, what kind of production are we going to see out of Gibson?
Well, Gibson's questionable right now, so I think that's really up in the air. And so at the moment, I'd have to pick Christian, but Gibson could have a big game. I mean, Carolina defense is just terrible. So
Actually, Carolina defense is pretty good. I think that they might be able
no,
to slow down Gibson in this game. We'll see. I don't know. You got the numbers against the rush. Where do they rank against the rush? Jay Reeves, what do you think about Gibson as a viable starter this week?
Gibson has not had a very great season, and I really don't like him this week, especially against that Carolina defense. This could be a big J.D. McKissick game. They also got the boy Patterson in the backfield, poaching away carries from Gibson. He did look healthy in the last game, but I'm not feeling Antonio Gibson, and I have shares of him. So
Yeah, you got a lot of Gibson, but we'll go into the next game on the 6-pack of games. Jay Reeves, what's the second game on the Pick Six?
all right, man, we got Green Bay versus the Minnesota Vikings. They got Green Bay sitting at -1.5. Currently, there's something going on with Aaron Rodgers, but when is there not something going on with Aaron Rodgers? A lot of the sharps on the Minnesota side, but I'm still taking Green Bay here, -1.5. I'm going to have to ask you guys to bring that energy up a little bit. Let's go. FO.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm just gonna let you know I got some more energy for you, but before I give you my energy, Silly, what do you think about this game?
I actually think a ton about Aaron Rodgers.
What?
If he plays,
What?
if he plays, I think he's actually gonna be a very good pickup. But the unfortunate piece is that he's been very wishy-washy. It's very interesting because I have Devontae Adams on my team, and do you play him or do you not? Is Aaron Rodgers gonna play? Is he not? There's so many questions in the air, but right now I'm gonna pick Green Bay.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, recently, I think if we learn one thing about Green Bay is they got defense, not only real defense, but a legitimate defense. 2 weeks ago, they shut down Patrick Mahomes to a very winnable game. Had Jordan Love not been their starting quarterback, then last week they pulled out the goose egg on Russell Wilson, man. Like, so they out there, they just chomping at people's bits. I think that this is going to be a tough one for Kirk Cousins to win. And because I think there's a lot of pressure surrounding this game, I think that's the perfect situation and scenario for Cook Cousin to lay an egg. So I'm gonna go with the Packers,
Agreed.
even with this smaller line. And yeah, that's just how I got. So yeah, we'll go into the next game on the pick six, which is Jay Reese.
We got the Indianapolis Colts versus the Buffalo Bills. They got the Bills sitting at -7. This game is real tricky because the Colts have been playing good as of late. Now they're going to roll into Buffalo and cover this +7 spread for the Colts. Nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen will be doing his thing, hooking up with Stephon Diggs and the boy Emmanuel Sanders. You may even see Zach Moss run in the touchdown. You know Josh Allen running in the touchdown. I'm taking the Bills -7. I think they can win this game between 10 and 14 points.
Yeah, I agree with you. I take the Bills -7. I think they do big things against Wentz and them. Wentz has proven to not play great on the road, but one thing that the Buffalo Bills have proven is that they play really great at home. I do see big plays. They do the spark energy plays with Isaiah McKenzie and all their others, like just different tricksters in their play. Emmanuel Sanders, Stephon Diggs, everybody's eating out there. I'm going to go with the Bills in a very big win this week, over 10 points. I'll take the Bills. Silly C. What do you think?
I think that's quite hefty. I like the Bills, but it's heavy. But I'm still going to take the Bills. With what Josh Allen has done recently, you really know he has to step out, and I feel this will be the game. Let me get the Bills.
Definitely, man. And what is the next game out of these 6 packs of games that you chose?
We got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. They got this sitting at a pick 'em. -110 for the Cincinnati Bengals, -106 for the Raiders. This right here is a real tricky game, man. I know you don't like talking about the Raiders, but before I kick it off to you, man, I do want to talk about the coach for the Cincinnati Bengals. Is Zach Taylor?
Zach Taylor.
Yeah, Zach Taylor. This man straight up said in an interview, he's like, look, man, when I go to Vegas, I like to leave the wife and the kids home. I'm there for 72 hours at the crap table. I was like, ooh, this boy a gangster. He's like, I barely eat. Boy. I was like, you wild. You leave the wife and the kids at home and play craps for 72 hours? That's my type of dude. Actually, I'm taking the Cincinnati Bengals, bro. 7s and 11s all day.
7s and 11s, man. And if he hits that roulette table, I'm going to bet on black, except for in this situation. The Raiders are notoriously known for wearing their black and silver. I'm actually going to go with the Bengals, and this will be the last time I go with the Bengals this year if they don't pick up one. I do think this is a very winnable game. Early in the season, they had us feeling very early 90s with a good Raiders team and a good Bengals team, and then they both just showed us who they were throughout the 2000s, and I don't really know what I'm getting this week, so I'm just going to base this on my Raider hate and take the team that they're playing. Silly C. I say there's 2 teams I always root for, the Denver Broncos and whoever's playing the Raiders. Silly C, what do you think about this game?
I don't think much about it. Ain't got much to say on it. I'll pick the Bengals just because I can't pick the Raiders. No said.
All right, man. And this is one of the pick 6 of the week. So we got to find a way to kind of pick it apart a little bit more. Jay Reese, what do you think about the fantasy implications from this game, from Mixon to Edwards to Jacobs to Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd, who TJ apparently is super high enough to give him away. But so who do you think, Jay Reese? I'm sorry. Who do you think, Jay Reese? Fantasy implications.
Oh, man, we're going to start right at the top with Jamar Chase. I mean, Everybody be trying to chase this man down the field, and they cannot catch him. That boy is a speedster. Also, Joe Mixon looks really good in this game. I really don't like too many people from the Raiders side, man. Like D-Jack is not about to have a resurgence. Brian Edwards, he's just not cutting it for me. He had a decent stat line last week, but not doing it for me. Hunter Renfrow running the China routes. Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, the list goes on. Oh, Darren Waller, the used to be baller. Yeah, I can't do it with the Raiders, guys. I can't.
All right, Cody, as a person that has a lot invested in that Raider backfield, even though I don't like him, I do got Josh Jacobs twice and Kenyon Drake once. What can I expect from that Oakland Raider backfield, knowing nobody cares about my fantasy team?
Yeah, nobody really cares about your fantasy team.
What can I expect?
Kenyon Drake right now is projected for about 12 points and about 15 PPR. So I think he might be a solid pickup. Josh Jacobs, about 15 PPR, about 13 regular. I don't really like either one of them in either of the plays. In this, I really like Jamar Chase. I would have to say that he's the one that you probably want to target. Waller and Jamal Chase in this game is going to be probably the best bet.
Yeah, so I think the thing we learned,
24 for the other.
I think the thing we learned about while watching a Raiders game is better to spend your time at the craps table. Jay Reeves, what is the next game on the schedule?
We got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks in a divisional matchup. I got the Seahawks sitting at +1.5 and +108 on the money line. Cody, break this game down for us.
Does Kyler Murray play?
That is the big question, my friend.
That's the big question.
That is the big question.
Because if he does not play, I definitely am going with the other side. But even with the other side, how does Russell Wilson really impact the game with his finger injury? So right now, this game is up in the air. There's not much to be said. The only thing is DK Metcalf and either DeAndre Hopkins or James Conner is really going to have to make an impact on this game. And I say those three specifically.
Yeah, when I think about this game, I was like, damn, what was Russell Wilson simulating when he was hurt? You know, he was simulating those, like, in practice reps, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't simulating no first down because, man, they didn't get barely any first down last week. They put up a whole goose egg. I don't know where he was, like, simulating to, but it was just ended up for a loss. I don't know. Until I see it, I can't believe it. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals because they're the better bird this time. I'm going to choose them this time around. Jay Reeves, what do you think?
I got this. Listen, man, I got the Seahawks in this game. I got the Seahawks with or without Kyler Murray.
Oh.
Straight up. I'm out there. I'm out there on the limb. I got them onions. I'm taking the Seahawks on the money line. Even though Russell Wilson was spotted.
He didn't have much money line.
He was spotted looking rusty last week. Hopefully he can knock off the rust. But his finger was looking like a wet noodle. Man, you got to connect. You got skunked by the Green Bay Packers, man. I think they really wake up for this game, do it for the 12th man, and get the job done. This is going to be a tight one, guys.
All right. Now, I couldn't even imagine what game could be next on the Pick Six, considering nobody's talked about this game all week long. You know what I'm saying? Jay Reeves, what's the next game on the Pick Six?
Woo. This is a big boy game. This is going to be the best game on Sunday. I don't know why they don't phase some of these games out and they have the opportunity to change the schedule around. This should definitely be Sunday, Monday night, but it's that's neither here nor there. We got this game popping off at 2:25, and KC is Dallas Cowgirls versus the Kansas City Chiefs. They got the Chiefs sitting at -2.5. They got the Cowgirls on the money line +118. I say both of them because I'm going back and forth. I don't know who to pick. I want to jump in on this game. This is not a stay away game for me. I see a lot of value with the Cowgirls. And something tells me that the Chiefs could sneak this one out. Ooh, blow a huge fart all over the Dallas Cowgirls. I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs -2.5.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'll take them by at least a field goal. They'll probably play it tight, but pull away in the end. I don't think Dak and them will be able to bring that type of heat to Arrowhead. They just, I mean, I don't know how it's gonna look. They've got all the skill position plays and all the fantasy impact in this game that you could possibly have, but I'm just gonna rely on Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. It kind of seems like they're back. I mean, freaking, it was fun while we were at the top of the division, but looked like the parents came home and messed up the whole house party. Chiefs -2.5. Silly C. What do you think?
Yeah, Tyreek right now is projected for his highest game this season. It's about 24 PPR points.
Mhm.
He definitely is going to have a big game, especially after last week in their performance. Travis Kelsey's very interesting in this game. Another person I look at is CeeDee Lamb, one of the big controversies that we just had. But with him, he's projected for about 21 fantasy points. And I'd probably look at
About to
him
say ya.
probably in there. He might snake a couple people, but that's fine because I feel Dallas isn't near in this game. It's going to be a dog wash.
Man, I think CeeDee Lamb about to go for the 40 burger this week. Whoa.
Yeah, just to make a nigga mess around and go
Just this week,
postal, bro.
though, he'll be
Hey,
gone.
hey,
This
Jay Reese,
week,
you got
though.
my Cash App just so you could just send me a refund on Monday. 'Cause I'm gonna be cutting up if he go for a 40 burger, man. It's just gonna be too salty. The burger gonna be too salty because I'm gonna be too salty. All right, man. That was our pick 6. Did we touch on all the games, Jay Reese?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. What we gonna get out of here is 50% fuss, 50% fantasy football, and 100% fast.